ever been just walking around minding your own business and a Malaysian kid tries to fuck you? You may know Joseph Gordon-Levitt from Brick. 50/50 comes out this weekend. How does that make you feel? It's written by and co-starring Seth Rogen, who you know. It's a story of Will Reiser. Oh, okay. So Will Reiser's this guy who got cancer. Good friend of Seth Rogen, writer. Worked on the Ali G show. He got cancer of the back, some strange ailment. And how he dealt with it was he survived it, and then he wrote a screenplay about it with Seth Rogen. The movie stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt, fictionalized version of the man. Gets cancer, deals with it. His good friend Seth Rogen, not playing Seth Rogen, but an amalgam of Seth Rogens, helps him through it. Bryce Dallas Howard plays his girlfriend, who is a distant bitch. Star of Manderley. I think you get to see her heat in that movie. Matt Frewer, the trash can man's in the film. Philip Baker Hall. It's an uplifting and funny story. Not nearly as shitty as some of those cancer films. Cancer. God. Anna Kendrick's in the movie, playing a psychiatrologist. A lot of people like Anna Kendrick. They're in love with her. She's got the audience in her pocket. It's a good movie. It could do a shitload worse. Here's something weird, though. I interviewed Seth Rogen and Will Reiser. And Seth, I went over to him and I thanked him for being so great to Chud over the years. And he said to me, "Hey, you guys talk a lot of shit about me. You ought to stop that." With his laugh afterwards. The famous Seth Rogen laugh. And I was blown away because I have seen Chud to be one of the more positive voices towards Seth Rogen. And for him to generalize like that, it's just fucking stupid, man. You build one bridge, you fuck 1,000 asses, and all people remember is the fucking bridge.
Hey Chewers, this is Ren. Earlier this week I saw a movie called Real Steel. Of course, the Sean Levy movie starring Hugh Jackman and a boy and a bunch of robots. Robots have taken over the world of boxing, and now everything's kind of this combination of battle bots and video games. A very simple, straightforward premise that feels like it should be the Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie. I'm still shocked that that bit of corporate synergy did not occur. The movie has gotten a reputation already for being much better than most people expected. And I have to say that despite my review, which is pretty negative, I think that is true. It is much better than anyone had any right to expect, considering, you know, the folks behind it and just how absurd the premise is. I still think it really hits some false, terrible notes and fails and a couple very specific, important places. But it would be a lie to say that it's not a well-made piece of summer entertainment with good effects and very, very strong leads with great chemistry. But the little kid, he's great. They're both really great. Unfortunately, I think it builds up the robot, Adam, a little too much, but yet is afraid to build it up too far. And I think in a kid's movie, that's a really weird kind of false dynamic to set up and then leave behind. I've been told I've read it wrong, or that the movie isn't interested in doing that, but I don't know, I really have to disagree. Pushes it towards a direction that it then does not follow up on. And it also has a really messy way of kind of bridging the gap between the robot and the boy and the Hugh Jackman's character. It's very messy, and it's just constantly shifting. And there are things the movie starts up and then abandons. And ultimately, I guess it kind of, you know, sails past its own finish line in terms of pulling off a thematic or an emotional arc. But it does so in some really, truly obvious ways, and really let some stuff go to get there. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Real Steel. I think it's one of those that I would definitely say it's worth kind of checking out for yourself. But if you're going to do that, I beg and beseech you, go see Warrior first. See a real sports movie, a real movie about fighting that really deserves a lot more love than it's gotten before you go give this blockbuster your cash. Not saying don't see it, I'm just saying see Warrior first. It'd be a good idea.
Dream House is coming out. Dream House is coming out. Yeah, dick. Whoa. Oh, God damn it. Dream House looks to be a pretty fucking generic movie. Especially judging by the trailers. It's like they watched a few Japanese horror films. Watched Shutter Island. Watched Operation Dumbo Drop. Mixed all that shit into a blender. Put the blender out in the forest. Set the forest on fire. Went to the burnt forest. Threw a few copies of Ninja 3 to Domination. Called it a day. Fuck ya. The dude that wrote Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, maybe a great guy, maybe a great movie, but he fucking ripped Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, man. He ripped it. That's a ballsy thing to do. Doesn't he know who I am?